Hey everybody, I'm John Granado. That's Lance Zerline. You can hear us mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet so you get all of our content here at SportsMap HOU. Texans' biggest dogs of the week, Lance, 10 points. How big a concern is this offensive line for you in CJ Stroud's debut?
I think it's a huge concern, and primarily because you don't have your full-time starter at right tackle, and you got a lot of new guys, left guard all the way to right guard, left guard, center, right guard. You have a combination of inexperience or a lack of experience playing next to each other. You don't have continuity. You're playing with a team that does have a lot of the same guys back. And I think that anytime you talk about Baltimore, you're going to get a physical matchup in your face. And so I would expect them to take away the running game, to do what's necessary to try to really gum up the running game to force CJ Stroud into making plays in the pocket. And one thing that we've seen with Stroud is I think Stroud needs to have the running game so he has play action where he can set up more time to throw. I don't think he's in a position right now where he can sit in a pocket and process defenses quickly enough to get rid of the ball. He hasn't played enough football where he has seen moving coverages, sliding post snap, movement, and I think rookie quarterbacks struggle. A lot of rookie quarterbacks struggle with getting through progressions quickly on the next level, and CJ's probably going to be that guy in his rookie game.
Well, we did see, which was nice though, he's got some mobility in the pocket, that he escaped a rush a couple of times. He's going to have that. He's going to have guys running free. If it's by his mistake because he didn't pick up the blitzer, or if it's by guys who are missing blocks, whatever the case may be, he does have some escapability, which is really nice. And then he finds guys on the run. But he looked even at his best when he was hitting guys on schedule.
Yeah, and I think if he has time to throw, he's going to be a dangerous quarterback. To me, building the front, building the offensive line, making sure you get it where it is, and I thought Juice Scruggs was maybe drafted a round or two early, but I like the player. And so ultimately you just want to get the player right. You put money into Titus Howard, so you want to make sure that he plays at a high level. So if you get your tackles right, you get your center right, then you're relying upon Kenyon Green. You spent money on Shaq Mason. I give Nick Caserio a lot of credit. They are looking to build their offensive line, and then they did all that before they even drafted CJ Stroud. So they have an idea of what they want to do. They have a plan. They're following through with their strategy. But I just don't know if it's really going to come to fruition this game. I think that's down the road this year. We may see that. The first game may be a little bumpy. But I do think what they're doing makes a lot of sense, because with CJ Stroud having time to throw, he can beat you if he's going to throw to placement, because he can really throw to placement exceptionally well.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. We're going to be watching the game. We're going to be watching it in the next place, and we're going to be drinking Coors Lights, giving away Coors Lights. If you're watching this before that game against those Ravens, well, we're going to be at Nick's place during that whole game giving away Coors Lights. We want you there. Cold, clean, crisp, refreshing. Do your part. Keep Texas chill. I'm doing my part. I can't do it all. I need you to do your part in keeping Texas chill. What do we expect for the defense against Lamar Jackson?
What do you expect?
I expect them to really not look good, if you want to know the truth. Yes. I fully believe that they're going to run the ball well. They're going to throw the ball well. I think it's going to be that Miami game really worried me. That, if you want to know, the preseason game against Miami, that really worried me. Now, I know that there wasn't any game plan, but there wasn't any game plan. They just got beat. And what we've seen out of the Texans defense the last couple of years, I don't think D'Amico could build Rome in a day.
No, he can't. But I actually think it's going to be. I'm actually more hopeful than you are, because that's a new offense that they're running, so they haven't run. Lamar's had limited reps over there in the offense in terms of game reps, so they may be a little slow to start. I also think that D'Amico Ryans has been very vanilla, has not showed what he's going to do. There's a lot of starters who haven't played hardly at all. I think what you're going to see is he's going to keep the action in front of them. And Lamar's one of those guys that you're going to play a lot of zone. You're not going to let him get outside of the pocket a whole lot. So I don't think you're going to see them hit a bunch of big explosive plays against the Texans. I think this game will maybe be a little lower scoring than I think it's going to be a lower scoring game, frankly. I think we're looking at something like 23-10.
But you like to give the 10.
23-13. Yeah.
You're giving the 10.
In that neighborhood.
I'm giving the 10 too. I don't love this start. I like after this game is not a good matchup to start the season. Terrible.